Welcome back to the deep dive. We're here to really get into the source material and pull out the insights you can use. Today we're doing something a bit different, our source. It's the raw transcript of just one song, We Hold On, by Overtime.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating. When you actually treat these lyrics like a philosophical text, you find this really clear roadmap for getting through modern life. All the struggle, the uncertainty. So our mission today is basically to strip away the music, the beat, everything else, and just extract the philosophy underneath. It's all about perseverance, the real cost of chasing success, and finding some kind of meaning when everything feels chaotic.
And the way the lyrics are structured, it's really smart. Like, it doesn't ease you in. It hits you right away with this kind of instruction set, a mantra for resilience. Then it gets into the messy stuff, the money, the addiction, the mental health side.
Exactly. It sets up the whole theme right there.
Yeah.
You've got to accept that things are temporary, that things change if you're going to sustain this intense hustle he describes.
So let's start with that core mantra, the line that keeps coming back.
Right. The absolute key, we hold on every night, take a little time and be all right. And, the implication there is you're not all right now.
Yeah.
But the act itself, the holding on, taking that little bit of time, that's the mechanism. It's how you survive. It's like a deliberate routine he has to do again and again.
That repetition, that's the bedrock. But the real, philosophical engine driving this whole thing, it's built on something much tougher, something less comforting, really. It sort of shifts the goalposts away from, getting back to normal.
Oh, absolutely. It's the line that dictates the entire mindset, I think. Said there's nothing that you ever going to get some back. If you just pause on that for a second, the implications are huge. It means loss is permanent, full stop. Setbacks aren't temporary blips you recover from. Mistakes don't get erased.
Right. So it's not about trying to regain what you lost.
Exactly. It's accepting that, okay, this is the new baseline. Zero. Everything has to be built forward from this moment. Forget getting back to where you were.
And if you truly internalize that nothing's coming back, then what's the only logical thing to do?
You got to embrace right now. Yeah. Dwell on the past. Just wasted energy. And the lyrics back this up immediately, don't they? We're just living like we're living our lives.
It's all forward momentum.
Purely forward.
Yeah.
So that holding on, it's not about protecting what you have or clinging to past comforts. It's just about enduring the hits, the inevitable losses, and keeping going. Keep climbing.
And that acceptance, that focus on moving forward, it naturally leads to maximizing the present, right? Making everything feel urgent.
Totally. You see it in that line. If it's the last day on earth, I want to live and make the best of it. He's already lived, what does he say, such a turbulent life.
Yeah.
So for him, this isn't just some abstract idea. It's a necessity born from experience. The only time that really matters, the only time you can rely on, is right now.
Okay, so this state of radical presence, living right in the now because the past is gone, this is where his identity seems to get forged, right? In that struggle.
Yeah, he's constantly battling the past, battling his circumstances, just to grab hold of the present moment.
So let's transition then from that mindset to how he actually defines himself within it.
Yeah.
He kicks off with this contrast, this conflict between where he came from and what he's achieved.
Right. He says he was born a sinner in the coders of the winter, and also a product of environments.
Acknowledging the roots.
Exactly. He acknowledges the tough start, the environmental constraints. But what's fascinating is how quickly he rejects that as his final definition. He immediately follows up by claiming total mastery in his chosen field. That's how he redefines himself.
He goes from being passive, a product, to being this active creative force. He calls himself a killer on the beats, a spitter, a batted. And, for anyone who might not know the scene, those are terms of high praise. Lyrical skill, technical prowess, big claims. He's basically saying, I might have started here, but this is who I am now, a master.
And it suggests that, okay, maybe your origins are fixed, but your identity, that's fluid, that's earned through sheer effort, through the grind. The internal struggle is what shapes the self.
But does that earned identity, that mastery, bring any kind of peace?
Well, if you follow the lyrics, the answer seems to be a clear no. Not really.
Yeah, it seems to bring something else entirely. Compulsion. He describes this drive that sounds less like passion and more like pathology sometimes.
He literally says, I'm addicted to the hustle and the grind it takes to make it. Addiction. That's a strong word.
It really is. It suggests it's not about inspiration anymore. It's about compulsion. It's what's needed just to keep that new identity, the master identity, afloat.
Which changes the whole game, doesn't it? If it's an addiction, then quitting. That's not really on the table. It becomes about survival.
Which explains why he's so definite about the future. When he asks himself, ask me if I'm ever going to stop rapping, the answer is just,
I doubt it. Firm. It's like breathing for him now. An ingrained necessity.
okay, so if the drive is that intense, that necessary, you'd think the results would be, well, stability maybe?
Yeah.
Financial security.
Just expect that, yeah.
But this is where we hit maybe the most shocking contradiction in the whole thing, the core financial paradox. It just challenges every normal idea of success.
The honesty is kind of breathtaking, isn't it? He just lays it out. Made a couple million, but I'm broker than I started out. Wow. Let me just sit with that. Made millions, broker than before. It immediately makes you ask, okay, is this the price of the hustle? Does success demand you pour everything back in so you're never actually liquid?
Or is it something else? Does the game itself, the high-stakes environment he's in, just force you to constantly gamble?
Well, if we read this as his philosophy, not just, bad accounting,
Right.
it points to an incredible tolerance for risk, maybe even a need for risk. He's totally open about it. My chips are on the table because I never learned to fold them down.
That's pure gambler talk, or maybe high-stakes entrepreneurship.
Exactly. He doesn't just accept risk. He says he never learned how to avoid it.
Yeah.
He chooses to place a bet on everything I've ever thought about.
Hmm.
So for him, holding on seems to mean betting big, going all in on the vision, even if it leaves you broke in the short term.
But that constant pressure, the relentless betting, the turbulence, it has to take a toll, right? We need to connect that financial chaos, the professional uncertainty, directly to the internal burden, the mental health side.
Yeah, and this is where the weight of the lyrics